Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 20th. We're just going to jump right in here, Aries, and dropping cards. You have this wolf card. It says cunning and stealth. You have this peacock. It says pregnancy and wealth on it. A lot of people have had these pregnancy cards this week. So, obviously this doesn't have to literally be you being pregnant. It could be you just looking to have a new beginning with the Fool here, or, I'm kind of getting more of a fresh start, which could include a new beginning, but to me, a fresh start is a little bit different because, it's kind of like you're just hoping to maybe not really start over, but have a fresh start in some area of your life. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that it would show up as being something financial as well. I mean, literally, even in your astrology, Aries, we see a lot of like what I would call financial reinvention, where it's like you could be, doing things to reinvent the way that you make money, or just even the things that you do to make money. Those things could be changing. So, that doesn't really surprise me. Having the Eight of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands as well says that there could be like a social aspect to the way that you make money. This could be social media, but it could also be you, maybe if you don't have a position that involves other people, you could be getting a position where maybe you're working with larger groups of people, or you're, maybe you're having to sell to people or something like that. I don't know. It's popping into my head. So there you go. But you have the Fool. I'll show you here because you go from the Fool to the Page of Wands to the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about being set free. So I feel for a lot of you, and it is a card of marriage, but obviously not all of you are getting married. And really, the Four of Wands is a card of freedom. It's a card of wrapping one thing up and kind of moving towards another. I know I say this to you every single reading, but I wish I could not repeat myself in your readings. Trust me, I get comments that are like, you said the same thing last time, and it's like, it takes time for change to happen. And honestly, I wouldn't trust a reader that's different every single time. Your life doesn't change that much over a certain period of time, right? Depending on what you're going through, these changes can take a little bit longer. So, there is some different stuff here, but, for the most part, I think that, just this year into next year, it is a time where you're kind of crossing a finish line. You're completing one cycle of your life and you're going to a new cycle. But this is like a level up, and it's something that I believe the universe is wanting you to see through to the end. So, it just is what it is. I do think it's important that your intentions are pure on this journey. He has this white rose right here, and the white rose in the tarot represents purity, and it represents pure intentions. But it's different than just having pure intentions. It's like following your heart, I think that for you, Aries, a lot of the issues might be like your family, saying that, you want to maybe start a business, and maybe your family is like, what? We wanted you to go to dental school. And it's like, okay, that's what you want. That's not what I want. My intention for my life is something different. So I kind of feel that here. I also feel that here because there might feel like there's no support. The Queen of Wands is a card of learning as you go. So she has to learn like how to accomplish things and what to do as she moves along. And the funny thing is that she has this black cat here, and during the times of tarot, black cats were considered very unlucky. And the whole point of the black cat is that she doesn't care what other people think. She just likes the black cat. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you're going on this journey or you're about to do something new. And, I feel there are people in your ear that are like, why are you doing this? And, blah, blah, blah. Why are you upsetting your mother that you're not going to dental school? And I'd just be like, mom can cry in the corner. Too freaking bad, right? And, it's just that simple. It's not their life. So, I kind of feel that your energy is about sticking up for yourself and, just that simple. You have the Ace of Cups because this will lead to a fulfilling life, right? I feel that in a lot of ways that you're born so close to Taurus. I mean, I think that everything is about fulfillment for you. And we're not talking about like selfish fulfillment. We're just talking about just general daily fulfillment in life. And I feel like that's what you're moving towards. We go up this way, you go to the Eight of Wands, you go across this way, you go to the Nine of Cups as well. So, in a lot of ways, whatever you're like working on is going to make you feel more fulfilled. With the Fool, you have the Devil. Yes, I mean, it's the temptation of, people telling you what to do, plain and simple. I feel like you need to avoid that at all costs and just do your own thing. Here you go. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Emperor. I knew that this Queen of Wands energy was you. So this is clearly you showing up here. I really feel you're ready for the next level. here, Aries. So, whatever you're thinking about doing, if you're thinking about doing something new or different, I would say if you work in social media or if you want to work in social media as well, or even if you just want to work with something new, in general, I think something that people need to realize about Uranus and Taurus is that Uranus and Taurus we will definitely see like new technologies or new ways of working, which we've already seen with AI and things like that, and there's just going to be more stuff, right? And so if you're looking for any new opportunities, like now is the time to jump on those things. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles is slow movement, but I do feel like you're making progress, mostly because we go Six of Swords and then also up to the Eight of Wands here. The Knight of Pentacles can just simply represent making progress towards a goal, wish, dream, whatever you're working towards. Next, in the area of the unexpected, I'm going to start here because you have this All That Glitters card. I'm getting a weird story here. It's almost like you have received something, maybe over the past few years that you have wanted, maybe it's like a lot of money, or maybe it's a house or something like that. And I almost feel like I don't know that it's like you don't want it anymore. I just think that your perspective has changed on whatever it is, right? So it's like maybe your ideas about, whatever this is have changed, or maybe your perspective has changed about, whatever it is that you've accomplished. Something has changed here is what I'm getting. And it's like something that you have received. And I don't think this is a good or bad thing. I just think that you're kind of like, oh, I thought I wanted to, have this big mansion, but it's a pain in the ass to clean, right? Like that type of thing, and I feel that it's causing this change in your life. I don't think that it's a mansion. I think it's just maybe something that you thought you wanted. Could have been a job, could be what you do for work or whatever. And you have this deep knowing card, and this deep knowing card, I think, is saying that you already know what to do to make the change, right? And we even see that here with the Eight of Pentacles, which tells me that you're already making the change behind the scenes. Eight of Pentacles is diligent work, and it's a card of material success on the horizon. So I actually see more success coming in for you, but I feel like it's almost like you're dealing with it in a different way, or you're going to be using it in a different way. Maybe you're being more like responsible, or maybe you're like donating it or something like that. So I don't know. It's popping into my head that way. And, there you go. You have the Page of Wands. I think that you probably have that. It's kind of funny because it's like you, Pisces, and someone else. I can never remember, but it's like I feel that there are like 3 signs right now that have a certain like travel bug, but it's not even just for travel. It's like I feel if you're just in any place for too long, you're going to want to go on a new adventure. That does not mean actually that you have to move. It just means that or that you have to change. Like maybe it's your job, and maybe you're getting a little antsy, and you just have that craving to do something new. Again, it doesn't mean you have to change your job. You could be asking for a raise or promotion. You could be getting training so that you can, get to the next level. I would encourage you to do those types of things. If you have a business, again, I see a lot of changes in your business just in general. You have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about moving on to calmer shores. So I do feel there are improvements coming in. Pretty much every single sign has had improvements this week. So, there could be some sort of improvement just in general. But I definitely see you leaving something behind. Again, the woman and the child in this boat, they're leaving their old life behind, and they're hoping for a better future. And so they're hoping that they're going to calmer shores. So let's see what is going on here. By the way, I don't feel anything unexpected for you, by the way, just so you know. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yes, I mean, Four of Pentacles is being stuck at a level. He's kind of in a comfort zone, but he's at this one level, and he needs to elevate. So, everything I said. With the Page of Wands, you have the Justice card here. Some of you could be going through a divorce or a separation going this way. For others, I do feel like you're attracting a person into your life. This could definitely be an earth sign. I mean, you have 1, 2, 3 earth cards. Could be an air sign as well, but, take it how it resonates. Could be any gender. And I feel this is someone who really wants to bounce. Oh, you always get Libra, because I'm pretty sure I made the Libra joke in your reading last time, right? With the Six of Swords, you have the Four of Swords. Yes, wherever you're heading to, whatever the other side of the choppy waters is for you, I feel that you're going to feel a lot better. I'm hearing like, why didn't I do this sooner? So if you're thinking about making a change or an upgrade, I kind of feel by the time you do it, you're going to be like, oh my God, that was so easy. Why didn't I do it sooner? So, if that helps you make your decision, I would say then, I would get moving faster. This could be you, again, getting a new job, moving, I get a million different things for you here, Aries, but like whatever it is, you start next in the area of what's coming towards you. You have this beaver spirit, which says lay a solid foundation. And you also have this white raven spirit, which says believe in magic or trust in magic. So I feel that you need to believe that, good things can happen for you. Whenever I have readings like this, I call them, Tinkerbell readings. It's like if you don't believe in Tinkerbell, she disappears, right? So if you don't believe that good things can happen for you, then of course they're not going to happen. But that beaver spirit is talking about a new foundation that you are building. And I feel that this whole entire reading is saying, make sure you do it right this time. I'm even getting on the Four Wands. Well, we'll just get there. On the Four Wands, it's almost like you're leaving certain people behind. And I feel like these people over here are more on your level. They resonate with you. They resonate with the things that you're building in your life. So if you are moving, traveling, if you're setting up shop somewhere new, I feel that there's just like a better group of people that's like far more supportive. And, I feel like they kind of outweigh the people who aren't supportive in your life. You have that Justice card, and I kind of feel like it's saying that part of your life is what needs to be brought in balance. And I don't even think we need to cut people out. It's like people, there are always going to be people in our life who they are trying to protect us, but maybe their form of protection is telling us to not take a risk that could actually improve our life, like starting a business or whatever, or improving our health or moving away from them or something like that, right? So it's like I don't think we have to cut those people out of our lives. Maybe we just need to balance the scale in the other direction and just bring more people in who do support us. And that's kind of what I see going on here, just in general. You have the King of Pentacles. Again, I wouldn't really call this a love reading, but if you do want love, it's here, of course. And the King of Pentacles would be someone who's very stable, who's very secure. I feel like this is someone who's very financially secure as well. So you could be attracting a person like that. For others, I feel like you've developed a skill. He has these grapes all over his cloak, and the grapes in the tarot kind of represent something that's very difficult to grow. So it kind of says that you have a skill that is difficult. Maybe it's something that most people can't do, and you could be using that skill to make more money or to increase your earnings or to do something, in your life. And I feel like it's bringing more success into your life. So I do see a lot of success here. You have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success. So I feel like there is quick success coming in for you here if you make a change that, other people maybe don't agree with. The Eight of Wands, funny enough, is also a card of your vibration. It's like the Eight of Wands was traditionally your rockets of desire, your arrows of desire, your arrows of love, which, was kind of saying that, traditionally it kind of represented, having a focus in love and attracting whatever that focus is. Esther Hicks would call this your rockets of desire. Like you are always telling the universe what you want. The universe is responding. So, I feel like you're getting a response from the universe here. But it's like, I feel like you need to make sure that you are mostly focusing in the right direction. You have the Justice card here, and whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, doesn't matter, right? You don't, I'm not saying you have to. Like I said, I encourage people to be skeptical in the first place, but, what I would say here is that I think there's nothing wrong with focusing more on the positive, right? Whether it's magical or not, doesn't matter, right? So I kind of feel that with the Eight of Wands, that it's just encouraging you to maintain your focus. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Five of Pentacles. Yes, Five of Pentacles literally says do not focus on your weaknesses, focus on your strengths. There's a guy who normally has a bell around his neck on the Five of Pentacles, and he represents a leper. Back in the day, lepers had to wear bells around their necks, and it basically says that, they have something behind them, which is a strength. They have a church behind them, a place of sanctuary, but they're too focused on their problem, the two people on the Five of Pentacles. So the solution is to focus on your strengths and the things that you're good at. King of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Sun. Yes, the Sun literally shines a light on what you need to focus on. The Sun, it just is a very good card. It's considered to be the best card in the tarot. I think that it is good, but I think there's an extra step to the Sun. Like I say, the Sun, it comes into our life, and it tries to bring enlightenment to something. It tries to shine a light on something in our life that we should be paying attention to, like an idea, one of our strengths, right? With the King of Pentacles, there's something you're good at, the grapes, right? That you do better than anyone else, but you need to see it. It's funny as well that it's Taurus, the King of Pentacles, because Taurus is like notorious for having imposter syndrome, right? So, I always look at the King of Pentacles as kind of like having imposter syndrome, because really the Five of Pentacles is like a card of having imposter syndrome. But the King of Pentacles, he has these skills, but it's like he's not necessarily using them. So, again, I feel you need to use your skills, whatever you think you're good at. With the Four of Wands, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. So, whatever you can do to work together with other people. is going to be, very beneficial for you. I also feel that you should be focusing on quality work. We're in a time of quality work. I would say that this is the Taurus energy. Anything you can do to make sure that you're doing, things well it's just going to help you in the long run, big time. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this animals card. It says, unleash and build wealth with your spirit animal. You have this card that says, the wheel will turn in your favor. Keep going. Yes, do not stop. Every single reading, I'd say this is more of like a collective energy. It just seems to me like the universe is really trying to get people to, just keep on trucking, right? Just keep pushing forward. And so, that's what I would say here. I would just keep pushing forward. I feel like you're learning a lot. With the King of Swords. The King of Swords, this is the area of the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what. But the King of Swords is a card of knowledge and wisdom, but the lessons he learns are not necessarily ever easy. Sometimes they can be challenging or, whatever. So, I feel like you have been dealing with a lot of challenges. The King of Swords is also a card of discernment, and, I think that in a lot of ways, whatever you've been through for the past several years, maybe dealing with people telling you what to do in life, it's taught you to, be discerning on, who to listen to, right? You have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're being very selfish with your energy, which is a good thing with these Six of Pentacles. I think that you are very focused on giving to the right things and not the wrong things. And I would keep this energy. Again, I think you're going to have a lot of people. I just see this as a big challenge for you, especially, what I will say is especially when Neptune goes into Aries in 2026, starting and probably at the beginning for the most part, you might have a lot of people that are have their hand out. And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you whether you should give or you shouldn't, but I would just make sure that you're giving for the right reasons. I would make sure that people are asking for the right reasons as well. It's are they just asking because you have it? I would be careful of that type of energy. I would be careful of having people in your life who, maybe start making a bunch of money and then they all of a sudden they're asking for money. It's they're probably just asking just because you have it, which is not a good reason, right? They can make it on their own. So, that's what I feel there. You have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment, and I feel really this reading is, talking about you. It's a very simple reading. I think it's talking about you tilting the scales in your favor by surrounding yourself with better people in a lot of ways. And you're also getting the wheel to turn in your favor by doing that as well. With the King of Swords, you have the Judgment card. Judgment is waking up. Again, you could be waking up to the sun. You could be waking up to enlightenment. The Judgment card, those people are being called out of their coffins. It's almost like you're finding your calling, or, you even have this deep knowing card. It all gives me vibes of really coming into alignment as well. It's almost like you're finding your set point in life, or whatever you want to call it. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Three of Swords. I would be careful of a person coming back from the past. It is showing up in the good stuff. So this tells me that you are healing from someone from the past, or you have healed because it's showing up in the good stuff. But, I would be careful of that past energy for sure. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, again, quick success. Again, I think it's quite simple. Focusing in the right direction, focusing on your own fulfillment is going to be the thing that, brings you fulfillment. It's going to be the thing that, kind of brings success and abundance into your life. So, there you go. You have this Broken Wishbone card. It says, wish will not be granted. I think that there was a wish that wasn't granted. I feel like there was a mistake made maybe over the past 3 years due to what other people wanted you to do. I would just look at whatever that mistake was. It could have been in the month of August, so you might have to go back to the month of August. And because I always clarify these monthly cards, and you have this cat card that says a two-faced friend. So, I would be careful of that energy. I do feel like you're learning the truth about something as well. Very specific message, but if you have a lover who had a lover, on the side, I feel like you're seeing what a two-faced person this person is. I don't know, it's popping into my head. You have this star card. It says guaranteed success. I think the guaranteed success comes from paying attention to your attention. I'm pretty sure I've said it to you before with the sun. So your attention is telling you one thing, but maybe your mind is telling you something else, and your logical side, right? And I don't think we're necessarily in a very logical time. I am not encouraging you to not be logical. I am always encourage balance, but I would pay attention more to what you feel inspired to do. That's where the success is going to come from. You have this dragon card. It says, beware of self-delusion. Yeah, I would be careful of thinking that things are going to be perfect. I'm just getting betting on your future or something like that. I wouldn't do that. If you're saying, like if you're saying to yourself, I'm gonna go spend $100,000 or $200,000 on this new Ferrari because I know I'll just make it back. I feel like this is saying, it's not saying like don't get the Ferrari. I think it's saying like don't make sure, just make sure that you actually are going to do that, right? So that's what I'll say there. You have this yoke card. It says feeling tied out and frustrated. I feel you want to move, plain and simple. Whether you're like literally moving from one place to another, or you just want to make moves in your life, like you want to raise promotion, you want to get to that next level, like we were talking about at the beginning of the reading or whatever. I think a lot of this has to do with comfort, just, based off the cards that are showing up here. There's a certain level of comfort that would make you feel comfortable. And I feel like that's what you're trying to work towards. Like, I feel on one hand you are feeling frustrated, but on the other hand I feel it's a good thing. Like, I would use that frustration, I would channel it into a reason to make a change, but other than that, I really like this. I think things are really turning in your favor here. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.